Another day is another privilege to grind. So at this point, I am currently 1/3 of the way to the Serpentinite camo. At this point, I'm about to finish up the SMGs, and yeah, so far it's been pretty easy. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the raw Ethereum crystals on me that I need, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and do a couple of contracts so then I can pack a punch, so then I can actually, do the challenge to complete the camo. This camo has been pretty, just like no effort so far, and yeah, I'm completely okay with that. Interstellar in itself wasn't necessarily a hard camo, but like, there was a couple of challenges, like the RGL one, for example, that was really putting me through the ringer, man. Like, trying to get those, like, lethal, and it was too much. Again, it wasn't even necessarily a hard challenge. It was just like, oh, it was so monotonous, because there was so much chance at play. Like, are they going to be running it? Will they not? Thankfully, I got lucky, and I did have those dudes that were willing to help me in that one hardcore lobby, and I got, like, half the challenge done there, but, like, the lead up to that entire week leading up to that, it was testing my patience, to say the very least. I'm here grinding out the Borealis camo, and then after this we'll be on to bioluminescent, and yeah, it's gonna be a pretty painless ride from here until the end, thankfully. I actually haven't looked at the bioluminescent camos yet. I don't know if those are actually more challenging than the Borealis. I'm hoping not. The only challenges that have really taken any kind of effort are the ones that are like, hey, you need to kill 5 mimics, but at that point, all you have to do is go to the infested strongholds, because you're guaranteed at least 1 mimic, if not 2 per infested stronghold. Just like that, there's the first contract down. See, what I really like is when you complete the first contract and immediately they give you like one of the Ethereum crystals. Unfortunately, I didn't get one this time, but yeah, it is what it is. We actually have a spore control contract literally right on the other side of this building. That is literally perfect. You may be wondering, Grotesque, why are you not running 2 weapons? Wouldn't it be more efficient to do 2 weapons? And yes, I actually have been doing 2 weapons per game. I'm literally just only doing 1 in this video because I'm so paranoid after yesterday. If you didn't watch last night's video, I'd actually recommend going back and watching at least like, the last 2 minutes of it, like skipping to the 10-minute mark, just because it was actually kind of comical what happened. It's comical from like a viewing perspective, but like, in terms of me recording, it was actually soul crushing. All content creators know there's nothing more soul crushing and disheartening than recording a video where, like when you go to record, you think you're recording, but then you're not, or like, having your camera randomly crash, or like having your storage just, randomly get full, or having the recordings get corrupt. And in my case, unfortunately, I ran out of storage, which I don't understand, because before recording, I definitely had at least 5 gigabytes free. And then the video file from my face cam alone, just since, my phone quality is pretty trash, the file sizes aren't too big, it was literally only like 2.5 gigabytes in size. And again, before I went to record, I had 5 gigabytes free. So, if you do the math, I should have had another 2.5 gigabytes to record. So that randomly happened. And then after that, I just, I ended up deleting Minecraft just to free up another gig so I could at least record like the outro to that video. Don't worry, I reinstalled Minecraft since then, and I didn't lose any worlds. I don't really play Minecraft on my phone. I mean, I keep it installed just in case, because there is times where I like to play it on my phone, but, anytime that I do, usually I'm either playing on servers or I'm playing on a realm that me and my buddy play on, but still, like, I shouldn't have had to do that. Like, I don't get it. If I had 5 gigabytes free, then why did 2.5 gigabytes fill it up? Anyway, there's the second contract complete. Dog, the mercenaries are literally, like, the worst part of MWZ. Like, I'm just trying to run around and complete my contracts, and some random mercenary convoy pulls up and, like, shoots me down. Like, why? I'm playing zombies because I want to kill zombies. It seems like the only exfil zone is down here. I think those guys are already kind of doing a thing over there, so I'll have to go all the way down there. But there's a pack-a-punch machine literally right over here, so I'm gonna go pack-a-punch first, and I'm gonna see if maybe they screw off by the time that I get there. Okay, thankfully it seems like these guys are screwing off, so we should be able to come down here and grind them out, which is cool, because this is actually, I mean, you can, any of the exfil zones are really fine, but, this one's a pretty good one. I just like it because, like, it's close enough to the pack-a-punch, so, if you're running 2 weapons and you're able to come back here pretty quickly to, pack-a-punch once you get enough points to do that, and furthermore, it's like, it's pretty out of the way, so you don't really got to worry about people coming and messing with you. You can just kind of, like, do your thing, at least for the most part from what I've seen. And here we are. Now this is going to be our home for the next little while. Again, normally, I'd save up enough to, pack a bunch of 2 weapons and then come here and do my thing, but I am so paranoid after yesterday, dog. I am not risking that. The zombies grind has been pretty nice for, like, whenever I want to multitask and play, like, mobile games. I don't really play a whole lot of, like, free-to-play mobile games, but there is a couple that I keep up with, those being Injustice, which I've had the same account for 10 plus years at this point, ever since the original, ever since the game originally came out back in 2013. I've had the same account that I've been playing on since then. I know Injustice 2 2 came out, but I'm sorry, that game just, I mean, like, the console, in terms of, like, the console games, Injustice 1 and 2, like, both of them are phenomenal, but when it comes to the mobile side of things, I'm sorry, Injustice 2 on mobile is just a bit too much pay to win. The game just simply doesn't respect your time as a free-to-play player, so I couldn't hop on that one. Then I also play Dragon Ball Legends and Monopoly Go. I play Injustice and Dragon Ball Legends on a daily basis, and then Monopoly Go, I play it on a kind of daily basis. Some days I kind of forget to hop on. Usually, like, when there's events going on, I'm on there on the daily basis, almost on an hourly basis, trying to keep up with it, get the things done. But otherwise, like, you know, I usually get on a daily basis, but there's a couple of times where I just kind of forget. I always try to get on and, like, claim all, like, my daily rewards and my free rewards and stuff like that, you know, just like the mobile games want you to do. I actually play that game a good bit with my mom. Like, anytime there's, like, events going on or anything like that, like, we always, like, partner up on there and, you know, fly through the events in, like, the first couple of hours. Yeah, since there's, like, a short delay between the exfils, I mean, it's only, like, a minute or two. That's usually when, like, if I'm playing Monopoly Go, for example, I just set the dice on auto and it just goes across the board on its own. Or if I'm playing Injustice, I'll just, like, pause the match, do the exfil thing, and then when the exfil, when it's on its cooldown, then I'll go back, do another match of Injustice or another match of Dragon Ball Legends. My deck on Injustice Gods Among Us is obviously, like, freaking decked out. Like, I have so many amazing cards over there. Dragon Ball Legends, I've been playing that game ever since it released, so, you know, I have a pretty good selection of characters over there. Like, I have quite a couple that are, like, Max Senkai Awakened. I won't lie, when it comes to my characters, I am lacking a little bit in the Ultras department. I have a lot of Sparkings, obviously, but, you know, I only have a handful of Ultras. Right now, I'm working on soul boosting I can't remember off the top of my head which variation it is. Right now, I'm working on soul boosting him. My goal is to get, like, a full Ultra squad, obviously. Doing the PvP, there's also, like, this other character I've been seeing. Everybody's been rocking this, you know, Goku with the Scythe thing. It's just, oh my gosh, dude. Don't get me wrong, that character and its stats are dope, but, like, come on, man. It is so try-hard at PvP. It is so unbalanced. I have a pretty good setup for PvP, though. I have, obviously, the one Goku is more of, like, a strike-based character, and then I also have a Blue Super Saiyan God Goku, which that one's, like, really good, and then I also have Super Saiyan Vegeta. Vegeta is obviously more of, like, a range character, and then the two Gokus are, you know, just more, like, strike-based or whatever, but yeah, it's a pretty good squad for PvP. It could definitely use a little bit of work. Like, I gotta get more equipment and stuff like that. Like, I have a couple that are, like, Z and Z Plus and stuff like that, but I do have to get them fully kitted out with, like, Z equipment, because, like, even my Ultra character right now is still rocking some A equipment. Then as far as Injustice goes, I'm hoping that they start doing those Phantom Zones a bit more often, because it seems like they do them it's very sporadic as to when they actually do them. There isn't much of a schedule to it. They just kind of do it, and then whether you complete it or not, they're gonna take it away from you. I'm just trying to get my alloy to level up my Metal Batman Ninja Catwoman, but no, they just have to keep taking away the Phantom Zone. I don't care how much time passes, though. Like, I'll always be invested in that game. Like, I mean, obviously, it's been, like, over 10 years at this point. Like, I don't care if they ever shut the servers down for PvP or whatever. Like, I'll still be playing that game, like, even offline with the campaign mode and stuff like that. Like, I just have so much fun playing that game. Like, every single Thursday when the new challenges go up at 12 p.m. EST, I'm there immediately. I'm always clicking, like, as soon as the challenges go live, I look to see who the next character is. I always immediately go through and grind out the challenges many times as I can so that I can get them, as many promotions as I can on the character. Every time a new multiplayer season starts, the new multiplayer season starts every single week at on Wednesday at 4 p.m. EST. I'm always on there immediately to claim my rewards from the last season and get a head start on the next one. There's definitely some nostalgia tied to it for me, but man, I can't help it. I just absolutely love that game. Both the mobile and the console version. I've played both the mobile and console version pretty consistently since they've come out. Like, Injustice 1 on I play the mobile version a bit more just because there's, like, all the leveling and collecting systems over there, but I still play the console version quite a bit. Like, sometimes I'll hop online or, just run through the story again just because I love the story mode in Injustice 1. And same thing with Injustice 2. I still play that a lot. I really do like the customization and leveling systems in Injustice 2, the console version anyway, where, you can get all this, like, leveled up gear and cool stuff for your characters. And I got a bunch of stuff for, like, beating the story mode in that game. You get a bunch of, like, higher leveled gear. I just always love the concept of the game. It's like Mortal Kombat because, growing up, I've always been a huge Mortal Kombat fan ever since I was a little kid. So, having, oh yeah, there we go, Zircon scale unlocked. But, it's like having, like, Mortal Kombat essentially with, like, DC characters. It's amazing. I always wanted, like, a Marvel version of that. Obviously, we have, like, Marvel vs. Capcom, for example, and there's even, like, Marvel fighting mobile games and stuff like that. But, just like a mainline game like Injustice, where it's just Marvel characters, I always thought that would be sick. I really do wish I could have gotten into the mobile version of Injustice 2, but it's just, again, man, like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's pay to win, but, like, it kind of is, because if you're a free-to-play player, it really does not respect your time. It's just like, you gotta like live and breathe that game, man. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to get anywhere substantial, yeah, you gotta play it and grind it quite a bit. When it's got that shard system at play, oh god. But anyway, there it is. There's another weapon, Zircon Scale. I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the last SMG then, and then, I'm just gonna, keep the grind going. Gotta finish up Borealis, then we'll be on to Bioluminescent, and at that point, I'll be able to say that I've successfully completed Modern Warfare 3. I mean, I know there's those things I can go for, like those charms and calling cards where, like, I get however many kills using certain camos, but again, I said this before, that's overkill. I'm here for the camos, man. That's one of those things where I'll go for it passively, and if I end up unlocking all that stuff, cool, but I'm not going out of my way to do it. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patreons and channel members, thank you to all in the low baller tier, and shout out, thank you to all in the mid baller tier, Mellow asking, but Daddy Manning, the base shout out, thank you to all in the G tier, Run Adventure, Summer Cheese Code, thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends, I love you. Thank you guys for watching, have an amazing day, stay beautiful, I love you all. Peace.